taking your man and spinning his bands. Oh, yeah, did it again. Oh, yeah.
From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The excitement brewing here in South Florida as a moment ago the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the Indianapolis Colts. It's 3-0 versus 2-1, a good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4.
Pulls it in at the 13. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. They run with Murray. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
DeForest Buckner, all-pro defensive tackle there on the stop.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. From the gun, it's Tua. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
So on 4th down, the Dolphins' new punter for 2021, Michael Pilardi, on to punt.
As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
And 40 catches as a rookie for Michael Pittman. He overcame some early injury problems and really developed into a reliable target as the season went on. The son of a former running back, that's what he looks like after the catch.
And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And his throw here's incomplete.
He was looking for Michael Pittman that time.
And it's 3rd down.
I spotted man coverage on the outside. I expect we'll see a lot of that from this defense as this game moves on. And that was a good job there as that one was knocked away.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now a play fake. Wentz.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Second and 16.
Now this time, Tua's going to throw it. Forced out to his left. Incomplete. Darius Leonard, the linebacker, able to break that one up.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And this one complete to Will Fuller.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. Tua now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. Being chased out left.
Right back to Waddle, and this time he's got it.
And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another 1st down at the Colts' 12-yard line.
Tua to his Alabama teammate Waddle. 1st down, Miami. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. They'll roll him out right. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore.
So a 1st interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
This defense for the Dolphins, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down. On play action, it's Wentz. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Well, this defense for the Colts, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Steps away to his left. Open receiver here. Complete. It's Parker.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. This is caught. Touchdown, Dolphins. Devontae Parker, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Second down, another run with Taylor.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and set them down.
The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Here's Murray. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
That was 2nd down run for Murray. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Going deep here for Parker.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. The Colts on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is third down and 12. Play action. Now Wentz.
A throw for Pittman is intercepted.
Picked off by Jason McCourty.
It's such a costly interception, nearly a pick six, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense.
And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Myles Gaskin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think...
Wentz is intercepted yet again.
Picked off by Eric Rowe. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
3 first-half interceptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Tua. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. Nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play you would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for, and take it. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time, 1-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question, because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around.
Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And he was looking for Jalen Waddle there, but now it's 3rd and goal.
All right, Captain, it's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your...
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Tua Tagovailoa. His 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the Dolphins are able to add on to their first half lead. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his 2nd extra point here in the first half. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards for number 11. They fake the give. Now Wentz. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
1st and 10, Taylor now.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. The Colts with a first red zone opportunity in the ball game. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. On play action, Wentz sliding out of the pocket. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Kylan Granson, the intended receiver.
And it's 2nd down.
They'll fake the give to Taylor. Now Wentz
Rolling to his right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Jordan Thomas, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Mo Alley Cox, his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Colts get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Now Mike McCarthy going to decide to go for 2 here.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Here comes Jalen Waddle from his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Sean Davis with a pick. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick six for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick six in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
Taken at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And with a two-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
Flush to his right. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Tua going to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit him over the top, unsuccessfully.
He's going to go up top again.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the third time. Corey Willis.
And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. A final shot before half for Wentz.
The toss here completed to Pittman.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. And that extra yardage makes this upcoming field goal attempt much more manageable.
Agreed, because when you talk to defensive coordinators, they always tell us the 35-yard line on our side of the field, that's the line we guard the most aggressively, because once they get there, they believe they're in field goal range.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3.
Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Second down, another run with Taylor.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
That's the type of run that Jonathan Taylor gives you so often, and you just can't take it for granted. He finds a way to get those extra yards. The third running back taken in the 2020 draft, but he had the best numbers by far of any of them. 1,169 yards, third most in the NFL, and by the last quarter of the season, he ranked among the best runners in the league.
Now Wentz on the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. Campbell making the catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. They'll run on first down. It's Taylor, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Wentz. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton.
And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. On first down, Taylor works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 29, Wentz. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle him for just a short gain.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is Wentz. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And Charles, they only needed a yard there. They try to pass the football. What do you think?
Well, I can't really go all out and kill them for the call because that 3rd and 1 fake and throw it over the top for a big play, that often does work. But in this situation, the pressure got to him.
They'll go for it. It's Wentz. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a first down. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? Into the red zone, Wentz. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wentz.
He'll get this one to Pittman.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. And one of my favorite coaches, you say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's a loss of 8 yards there to bring up 3rd.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Wentz now on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Colts. That's caught. Mo Alley-Cox with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Colts are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead is down to 2. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Murray running right. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. From midfield, here's Tua. Dancing to his left. And his throw is incomplete. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Tua. He's going to float this one deep right side. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Dolphins use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes this a 9-point game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. His throw incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell, but now it's 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now Wentz on third down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Xavier Howard. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Following the penalty, it's Murray. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. He's brought down there by Kenny Moore. On 2nd and 11 now. Tua. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Wentz now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
The Colts on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing now is Wentz.
Now that's into the hands of Mo Alley-Cox, the tight end.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here. Wentz going to throw. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Throwing is Wentz. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And this will be caught at the 30.
Time, baby.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 82 yards. And the Dolphins are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth-quarter advantage. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. You can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to, because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From the 30 on second down, Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Christian Wilkins. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game.
Now after the sack, Wentz and the Colts, they're left looking at a 3rd and long.
Here's Wentz to throw. The pressure gets to him again. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now Wentz, gotta have this one. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Well, you think about it, though, that interception, great for his stats, but bad for field position. It was 4th down.
Yeah, terrific observation. If there is going to be a silver lining, and this is what he'll plead when it comes time to watch it again, hey, it was just like a punt, right? So we end up taking possession of the ball. But you're exactly right about it. Should have slapped it down. Field position would be better for his offense. But how many times do you get a chance to make an interception?
And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Dolphins. Will Fuller, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead. And can you believe it? He misses another one, his 3rd so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want to execute.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking deep downfield. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Corey Willis. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you add extra.
Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. On 1st down, Wentz. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Justin Coleman, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Back to the air on 2nd down, Tagovailoa. Now the pressure gets there, and Tua's going to be taken down. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. Well, it was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long.
Looking to pass. Tua. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. Buying time to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Dolphins, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tampa Bay. Perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.